Hey guys, Aubrey here. Today I'm doing the Eureka Math Grade 4 Module 5 Lesson 40 homework. So let's get started. The chart to the right shows the total monthly rainfall for a city. Use the data to create a line plot at the bottom of this page and to answer the following questions. Alright, so we have a chart here. So the total amount of rainfall for a city throughout the whole year. So what we want to do is make a line plot to display all that data. So first I'm going to find the lowest amount. So all these, they're all at least 1 inch. So 1 3/8 is the lowest so far. Let's see, 1 5/8, 1 3/4. 1 5/8, 1 3/4, and 1 3/8. Well, 1 3/8 is smaller because the denominator is bigger. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is our smallest one. And our biggest one will be 4 and 1/4. Alright, let's get started. So I'm gonna make a line plot. And I'm gonna make the beginning 1 and the end, let's say 5. And you might be wondering why we're doing this. Like, why are we not starting with 1 3/8 and ending at 4 1/4? Well, when you're doing a line plot, you usually don't want the first one to start like as the very first line dash like thing. Okay, so like you just want it to like kind of start in the middle. So 1 5, I'm gonna do 1 3. That's 1 1/2, 2 2.5, 3 3.5, 4 4.5, and then we have 5. Okay, so now I have my line plot. And you might notice some parts, it's like the denominator is 8, so where would I put that? Well, we have 1 1/2, that would be the same as 1 4/8. So I'm gonna split each one into, that's 1 1 1/8, 1 2/8, 1 3/8, 1 4/8. There's also 1 1/2. So that's what I'm gonna do to in between each section. Okay, so now let's start plotting. 2 2/8. It's 2 and 1 2/8. So that's an X right there. 1 3/8. 1 2 3. 2 3/8. That's right here. 2 5/8. So 4/8, 5/8 is right here. 4 1/4. So this is 1/2. 4 1/2 is 4 2/4. So then 4 1/4 will be in between, which is also 4 2/8. 2 1/4. That's the same as 2 2/8. 3 7/8. 3 is 4 5 6 7. 3 1/4. 3 1/4 right here. 1 5/8. 3 2/8. Let's see. 1 3/4. 1 3/4. And 1 5/8. Alright, so this is our line plot. Now let's move on to the next page. Number 2, what is the difference in rainfall from the wettest and driest month? Alright, so The driest month is the one that is 1 3/8. So 1 3/8, and that's in February. Oh. And then the wettest month would be 4 1/4 right here. So 4 1/4 minus 1 3/8. 4 1/4 minus 1 3/8. Alright, how do we do this? So 4 1/4 minus 1 3/8. 4 1/4, we can do 4 1/4 minus 1, just 3 1/4 minus 3/8. So first we'll convert that. That's 3 2/8 minus 3/8. We're gonna take out the 2/8. So 3 minus 3/8 is 2 5/8 plus 2/8 equals 2 7/8. So that is our difference. And 3, how much more rain fell in May than in April? Alright, so May 4 1/4, April 2 5/8. So we want to find the difference. 4 1/4 minus April and 2 5/8. Alright. 4 1/4 minus 2 is 2 1/4 minus 5/8. Convert that to 2 2/8 minus 5/8. Take out the 2/8. So 2 minus 5/8 is 1 3/8. Then plus 2/8, so it's 1 5/8. Alright, so that's the difference in the amount of rainfall in May and in August. Okay, now let's move on. What is the combined rainfall amount for the summer months of June, July, August? So total rain in the summer. Alright, June is 2 1/4. Alright, June, July, August. July is 3 7/8. And August is 3 1/4. Alright, I'm gonna convert all the fractions into the same denominator. So 2 1/4 to eighths, that's 2 2/8. 3 7/8 stay the same, and 3 2/8. First, let's add the whole numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, so 8 2/8 plus 7/8 plus 2/8. So that's 8, and 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 2 is 11/8, which is 9 3/8. So that's the combined rainfall amount for the summer months. Number 5, how much more rain fell in the summer months than the combined rainfall for the last 4 months of the year? Alright, well, we already know the summer months is 9 3/8, so the last 4 months of the year, that's September, October, November, and December. So how much rain fell then? Well, September is 1 5/8. Plus October was 3 2/8. Plus November is 1 3/4. And then December is 1 5/8. So we add that all together. First, I'm going to change 1 3/4 to 1 6/8. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So 6 5/8 plus 2/8 plus 6/8 plus 5/8. So that's 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 6 is 13, plus 5 is 18 eighths, which is 8 and 2 eighths. Okay, so that's how much fell in the last 4 months of the year. So 9 and 3 eighths minus 8 and 2 eighths. That's 1 and 1 eighth. So that's our answer. So number 6, in which months did it rain twice as much as it rained in December? December, it rained 1 and 5 eighths. So twice, 1 and 5. Oh, so 2 times 1 and 5 eighths. And there's many ways to do this. You could distribute it or anything. I'm gonna change this into improper fraction. That's 13 eighths times 2. This cancels out, so you get 13 fourths, which is 3 and 1/4. So what month had 3 and 1/4 inches of rain? Alright, do you guys see it? August, 3 and 1/4. So that means it was August. And is there any? Nope, just August. Now, number 7 says that each inch of rain can produce 10 times that many inches of snow. If all of the rain fall in January was in the form of snow, how many inches of snow fell in January? 2 and 2 eighths. So 10 times that amount. Right. I'm going to change this into improper fraction. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 is 18 eighths times 10. So you divide by 2, it's 4, 5, 90 fourths, which is 22 and 2 fourths. So yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps, and please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps on my channel. See you next time. Bye!